Hello friends, in this session I am going to show you how to pass array to function. We have already seen passing array to function but by using another method. Getting? So in that method we have passed the array to function by using two ways. We have passed array to function by passing the individual elements to function. That was one method. Second method we have seen by passing the entire array to function by passing the base address. Getting? Okay. But in second method what we have done, we have collected that base address in pointer. Getting? So there is one more method to collect that base address that we are going to see in this method. Getting? So passing array to function is same, but while collecting that base address there is a difference. Getting? So that C program we are going to see here. So let us take first integer array for same. So consider this is integer array and I'm going to read elements of array. As I have taken size of array as 5, then so declare I variable. This is loop counter variable, then I plus plus, and read these values. So scanf format specifier, as it is array is integer, so format specifier should be %d, then and a of I. Getting? Now we have read array elements. Now we need to pass these array elements. So I will take one function called display. Getting? So we are going to pass this array to display function. Okay, so see, this is function definition of display, this is function declaration of display, and this is function call of display. So we are going to pass array to display function. Getting? So we have already seen this method how to pass. So there are two methods. By either you can use you can pass array to function by passing the individual elements, but that is not efficient method. Second method we have seen, we have passed the entire array to function by passing the base address of array. That is, either you can use and a of 0, okay, or you can use only name of array. Name of array is itself the base address of array. Getting? So there is no any question in this method, but where is the difference? While collecting this base address there is a difference. So we have seen in earlier program, we have collected this base address in pointer variable because it is an address, so you must have pointer variable to collect that. But there is one more method to collect this address that we are going to see. So see what you can do, you can collect that base address in another array. Getting? In another array. So suppose another array is a1. Getting? Your original array is a and another array is a1, and see what is the type of a? Integer. So the type of a1 should be again integer. So here formal parameter must be array. Getting? And you need to pass the size of array, so that size is collected in size formal parameter. Okay, so see what happens here. I will show you that. So see, your original array is a array. So consider this is your a array. Consider these are the this is the base address. Second address is 1004, then 1008, then 1012, and then 1016. Getting? So see, as this is integer array, so every block requires 4 bytes. Getting? So 1000, 1004, 1008, 1012, 1016. So this array takes total 20 bytes of memory. Now consider these are the elements we have read from user: 10, 20, then 30, then 40, and then 50. So suppose these are the elements entered by user. Now see what happens here. We have passed the base address of array to display function, and in display we have collected that base address in another array, getting, and at the same time we have passed the size of array. So consider this is what your main function, display function. So what we have done, we have created another array as formal parameter. Okay, and the size is unknown here. Here size is unknown. Getting here size is unknown because we have kept the this bracket blank. That's why we have passed size separately. So we have one more variable, that is size, and we have collected the size of original array in this formal parameter. Okay, now consider this is your a1. There is no limit right now. Okay, so this is your a1 array. Okay, now what happens here, you have passed the base address. So whenever compiler jump from this point to this point, it will create first a1 array with undefined size, and whatever base address you have passed from this main function, that will be assigned to a1 array. So as the base address is same, automatically remaining addresses are also same, because this is also integer array. So remaining addresses are also same, as the addresses of both array are same. Automatically all those values will be copied in this array. This formal array. All those values will be reflected in this, getting, and though in addition to this, if you change these values in a1, they will be reflected in original array. That's why it is called as call by address, getting. So to print these values, you can use for loop. So equal to 0, I less than, here you can take size, and then here a1 of I. Getting? So this is very simple, and just complete the function declaration part. So see what we have done. For passing array to function, there is no any difference in this program and the previous program, but while collecting that base address, there is a difference. In previous method, we have collected that base address in pointer variable. So pointer variable was acting as a formal parameter. Here formal parameter is another array, getting. So here what happens, new array will be created, see like this, a1, then as we have passed the base address, so that address will be assigned to new array, getting. As the base addresses are same, automatically next addresses are same, and as both addresses are same, the addresses of a and a1, all the values from a to a1 will be copied as it is, getting, and we are printing those values with the help of this code. So this is what passing array to function, getting, and here we are simply retrieving those values of original array in another array, getting. So let us compile this, let us run this, give values, get the same values as output, getting. So you should remember this method as well. That means by using another array also we can collect the base address of original array.